Keyshawn Davis goes up against Edwin de los Santos in June. It's coming soon. But Edwin de los Santos has some things to say about Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis. It's your boy, Mr. 926, a.k.a. Bushido the Dragon, a.k.a. the Black Mage, a.k.a. I can just do this all day. The two-time Demontage champion of the world.
I need y'all to get the likes up, man. Get the likes up.
Check it out, man. Keyshawn Davis returns against Edwin de los Santos. Edwin de los Santos also shared the ring with Shakur Stevenson, as we know, in one of the worst fights of that year. That was I believe in November of 2023 when we last seen de los Santos in the ring. He had some things to say about Keyshawn Davis, and Keyshawn Davis didn't like it. Because unlike normal trash talk, it's almost like de los Santos is trying to turn Shakur and Keyshawn somewhat against each other. But this is what he had to say. He says, quote, he's at a much lower level than Shakur Stevenson. Keyshawn has a lot of power, but in terms of boxing, Shakur is on another level. So basically he's saying that Shakur Stevenson's boxing skills is on a whole nother level from Keyshawn Davis. Even though he hasn't been in the ring with Keyshawn Davis yet, he said Shakur's boxing is on a whole nother level. So I'm not sure what the angle is in that. Maybe it's just a little trash talk to get some interest in the fight. De los Santos hasn't been in the ring in a while, though, right? He hasn't been in the ring in quite a while, and I question why in the hell was he sitting out for so damn long. But Keyshawn Davis reacts by saying, Edwin doing a lot of talking. You're not making sense, and you pissing me off. Keep it up. So, keep it up, man. I think that's a really good stylistic matchup. We're going to see how Edwin de los Santos approaches Keyshawn Davis, who was a totally different fighter from Shakur Stevenson. It's interesting to see how he's going to approach the fight. But he said Shakur's on a whole nother level. Is Shakur on a whole nother level from Keyshawn Davis? You got some people that may have said that the student is surpassing the master in regards to Keyshawn and Shakur, right? You got a lot of people that's a little bit more impressed with Keyshawn's performances in the ring. I'm just saying. When we watch Shakur Stevenson, it leaves a lot to be desired a lot of times. I'm a big fan of both guys, so let's not get it twisted. But when we comparing the two guys, Keyshawn Davis has a more of a fan-friendly style. And if you're not a fan of the sweet science, hit not get hit, guys just looking real sharp in there like Shakur, then you're not necessarily going to be a fan of Shakur. You're not going to be a fan of that approach. See, me personally, I like it all. So it don't matter to me either way. But is he on another level from Keyshawn Davis? I'll just say this, y'all. When I don't really think those two guys are ever going to fight. So this is why I never really did a breakdown video. But I will say this. Maybe in a boxing match, a strict boxing match, Shakur will have the edge over Keyshawn. But in a fucking fight, Keyshawn probably destroys Shakur. And he pretty much said this, right? Edwin de los Santos pretty much said this because he probably would rather for Keyshawn to try to box. Because Keyshawn to put you down, right? Keyshawn to put you down. He's hurting guys up in there with body shots, knocking dudes out in very impressive fashion. I mean, Keyshawn Davis, man. Very impressive, very talented, very exciting. He's checking a lot of these boxes, bro. I honestly can't say the same for Shakur. He's not checking all the boxes. He's just not. He's not checking all the boxes. He's checking a lot of them, but he's not checking all of them. Keyshawn damn near checking all of them with the excitement and everything else, right? I guess that matters too, you know. Some fans just don't appreciate the guys that's getting in there and do what they got to do to get the job done. But I expect Shakur Stevenson in his next fight to really show up and show out. I expect him to really show up and show out. I expect him to let his hands go. I expect him to put on the show against William Zepeda, right? But again, with Keyshawn Davis being on a lower level, I don't know, man. They're about the same level, really. Different styles, different approaches to the game. Shakur is more of a counterpuncher. Keyshawn is more of a overall balanced fighter, right? He's more of a balanced, well-rounded boxer. And Shakur is more of a counterpunching boxer, right? So I would say they about the same level, bro. I wouldn't say that one was way higher level. I mean, boxing ability, I mean, Keyshawn don't be getting hit like that either. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Keyshawn sits there and gets hit. Keyshawn don't move around the ring as much, and Shakur really don't be moving around like that either. Honestly, in the De Los Santos fight, he was moving around quite a bit. You know, he had the hand injury and all this stuff going on with him. But normally Shakur Stevenson is right in the pocket with dudes as well. He's just not throwing as many punches as Keyshawn Davis. And his punches don't seem to have the same effect as a Keyshawn Davis. But whatever the case, De Los Santos just trying to start some shit. Now he's starting to piss Keyshawn off. And I just think that's all he's trying to do. De Los Santos need to worry about himself, though. Instead of former opponents and, you know, their friendship and all that other shit. He needs to worry about if he's going to be in shape to deal with Keyshawn, because Keyshawn to stop him. Keyshawn probably is going to stop De Los Santos. Honestly. He's probably going to stop dude. De Los Santos is very talented, got some speed, got some power in both hands. But in his last fight, he looked like shit. You know, everybody, Shakur took a lot of heat for that fight. But De Los Santos is the one that looked like shit. He looked like shit, too. You was in there with a one-handed fighter, and you couldn't do nothing with him, dog. And De Los Santos don't necessarily got slow feet, but he couldn't do nothing with Shakur. He couldn't do nothing to make it a fight. Okay, he was running. Okay, go catch him. No, you couldn't even do it. But Keyshawn's going to be standing right there for you, bro. So then what you going to do? So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. Should be a good, fun fight for however long it lasts. I got Keyshawn Davis winning the fight. I think Keyshawn Davis this is his time now. And I think it's going to be really, really hard for anybody to really beat Keyshawn Davis. You know, he's training with Team Crawford. He trains with Bud. Of course, Shakur Stevenson is a guy that's, you know, so his brothers. He's just surrounded by a lot of good company. And I just don't see Keyshawn Davis really falling off unless he does stuff to fall off from his own wrongdoings. But yeah, man, Keyshawn Davis tells him, like, look, man, you better cool out. You pissing me off. You trying to say that my boy is another level for me. You kind of just trying to start some shit, and it's just simply just not going to work. You better be ready for when I'm coming. That's what Keyshawn basically said. But yeah, you guys, that's the video. Catch you guys on the next one. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.